It was a match that had everything: grit, drama, needle, and fire. But when the dust finally settled to Lords, it was England who stood tall, triumphant by just 22 runs. For India, the pain ran deep, not just because they came so close, but because, in moments that mattered most, they let victory slip through their fingers. From the outset of Day 5, India were chasing 135 runs with 6 wickets in hand, a task achievable on paper, but with Ben Stokes and Jofra Archer breathing fire, it felt more like scaling Everest in slippers. It all started with India's middle-order fragility. Despite posting a strong 387 in the first innings level with England, the second innings unraveled spectacularly. The top order crumbled again with Yashasvi Jaiswal and Shubman Gill falling cheaply. And just as India looked to steady the ship, Rishabh Pant, nursing an injured finger, was caught by a snort from Archer that jagged past his outside edge. His off stump sent cartwheeling like a prop in a magic act. Then came the moment that changed the complexion of the morning. K.L. Rahul, India's biggest hope, was trapped LBW by Stokes. The delivery was unplayable, angled in, nipped down the slope, and when doctors lit up 3 reds, the Lord's crowd roared with Stokes, whose sheer willpower seemed to manifest that wicket into existence. It wasn't just the wickets, though. It was Stokes' aura. He bowled marathon spells, 9 and 10 overs at a time, running on fumes and fury. He set the tone, lifted the fielders, and kept India under relentless pressure. England were no longer just playing a game. They were fighting a war led by their Iron Man. But India weren't done yet. Ravindra Jadeja, calm amidst the chaos, anchored the innings with serene composure. Alongside Nitish Kumar Reddy, he forged a stoic resistance. The pitch softened. The crowd chanted India, and for a while it seemed like a miracle was in motion. Reddy absorbed Archer, smiled at Sledges, and looked at ease, until Wokes, the quiet wizard, lured him into edging one just before lunch. Suddenly, Jadeja stood alone, the last recognized batter. But he was unshaken. A scare came when he was given out LBW, only to be saved by doctors. The very next ball, he launched a 6 into the stands, a thunderclap of intent. Then he began farming the strike masterfully. Every 4th ball of each over was a lifeline, as Jasprit Bumrah blocked 53 balls with monk-like patience. The deficit shrank. India inched closer. England grew anxious. But pressure, like water, finds cracks. And in the 54th ball of Bumrah's resistance, it did. Stokes bowled short. Bumrah hooked. Top edge, gone. The 9th wicket partnership, 131 balls of resolve, was broken. Jadeja watched in agony as his last reliable partner walked off, and suddenly the game was England's to lose again. Then came the moment. With Siraj at the crease and 23 needed, Washington Sundar, broken finger and all, spun one sharply. The ball clipped the bat and kissed the stumps. Game over. England erupted. Jadeja slumped. Stokes simply stood there, exhausted, watching his men celebrate what was possibly the closest ever Test victory at Lord's. But how did India really lose? It wasn't just the magic of Stokes or Archer. It was also a failure of the middle order, the tail's brittleness, and costly shot selections. India had the game in their grip after Day 3, but they didn't capitalize. There were missed reviews, strategic missteps, and a visible lack of lower-order fight. Reddy's edge, Boomerang's hook, these were avoidable moments, and England, veterans of last-over heartbreaks, punished every lapse. Even Joe Root and Chris Wilkes played pivotal roles. Not with towering scores, but through leadership and critical breakthroughs. Their contributions were quiet, but crucial. In the end, it was also about belief. Stokes believed, Archer burned, and England surged. India fought valiantly, Jadeja's unbeaten 61, Boomeray's vigil, the flickers of Pan and Rihu, all told a story of courage. But courage alone wasn't enough. At Lord's on July 14th, England didn't just win a test match. They won a war of wills. And for India, the loss will sting, because they didn't lose to a better team. They lost the moments that mattered most.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shall India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirit soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every playing of a name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shall India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirit soars,